anything new that we need to know about Gambit? Any exciting things people might see today?
Yeah, so you're going to see we got competitive co-op game, Gambit. Both teams are going to be racing to kill enemies, pick up motes, and then they're going to bank those motes.
Wow.
And then first team to get up to 75 is going to spawn the boss and then burn it down, and that's going to win a round. Then the wrinkle is once you get to 25, then you can go through the portal and invade and take out the other team.
Perfect.
Now here we're going to see an opportunity for some little early game BM, some sitting there. Wow, dude. It's not even worth standing up. That's how easy you think this game is going to be. What trash talk. And away we go.
So this looks like it's in the EDZ. This is one of the maps for Gambit. And it appears that there's some enemies spawning on this side of the map here.
Some PvE superstars stepping up to the plate, take some shots. So there's a little bit of hip fire action there. A little burst fire. You want to go for those crits. It's a little important. You just stop shooting them in the knees, most likely, if you want to be more effective.
A little knife to the throat of that fallen. You guys are going to notice that as they kill players, or sorry, these enemies, there's going to be motes that drop from them. And when they pick up these motes, it's going to tally up all the way to 15. They can also go to this bank that he's running towards right now, and you're going to be able to bank those and get points. We'll show you that a bit later, but as you can see, these enemies are spawning on different sides of the map, kind of rotating around.
Yeah, took out the servitor.
A little back and forth there, too. You see on the far left side of the screen, it does say motes with a count there, and as they get to certain tiers, 5, 10, or 15, it's going to tell you specifically what you'll spawn on the opponent's side. It's kind of like you're deploying a blocker to prevent them from depositing any motes on their side. It's a little back and forth. It's like a tug of war almost in Destiny, which in my opinion honestly creates some really, if it's a very interesting gameplay, it gives lesser PvP players like Mpash and others the opportunity to contribute through PvE and collect the motes and deposit them. You know, he doesn't have to put a whole lot of effort into shooting other players just like normal.
So there's actually quite a few motes in for the team win right now. Team Gambit here. They're sliding ahead, but there was a huge amount of motes that just went in. And if you noticed, a taken ogre just spawned on the bottom of the map there. When you put in those motes of light, those motes into the bank, it's going to spawn different enemies. And if you spawn 15, you're going to get an ogre for the enemy team. There's also a bit of an invasion coming on. Someone is over there invading right now and was able to get a couple of kills, taking 2 players out of Team Gambit.
Looks like 7 is invading.
7?
Yeah.
Oh yes, 7 is actually in their base right now trying to sneak around. He's got a bit of an extra overshield from invading, landing some pulse shots on him, getting that kill, and a couple more.
Beautiful. One left, there's another kill.
Luckyy and BW.
Yeah. That is a nice little invade. Getting just 1 kill as a bonus to your team. Losing a couple of motes there, but I think he did a lot more damage with that invade. When you kill enemy players while invading, they're going to actually drop their motes. So if you pick a good time, you can shut down 15 plus motes on a player. 30 total if you kill 2 of them. It can be an amazing swing for your team.
There's nothing better than the feeling when you go through and you see that you took out 2 players and they drop like 28 motes.
Right.
And as you can see at the top of the UI, you see the blue and the red bar and then the gray bar. And the gray bar is how many motes you're holding, but you haven't banked. And then as soon as you bank them, it's gonna your blue bar or red bar is gonna go up.
We've got another invasion. Sorry, trying to swap out those weapons. He's got actually a shotgun out as well as a pulse rifle. So he's got that kind of traditional Destiny setup. Oh,
shut down with the rocket launcher.
You hate to see it happen. You saw there one of the new Titan super. Cosmo, which one's your favorite right now?
The new of all the supers?
Yeah, of all the supers.
I'm a hunter main, but that Titan super where you fly through the air like Superman.
You literally look like Superman.
It is so much fun.
It makes me jealous. Just saying.
We're watching player number 6 right now who has the new Void Super. It's like a little Blade Dancer, but it's like a Void Dancer. Extremely interested to see how this super plays out in this PvP invasion. I'm hoping that in the next couple seconds here we'll get to see it live. It's getting very close to the Primeval spawning. A portal just opened, and this is an extremely close game here. Primeval is live.
Yeah. Let's pop that super and get a quad.
Yeah, we've got an invasion right now.
Heavy ammo, the rockets coming out. An opportunity for a super.
Both primes are out. It's the close one.
There it is.
There's the super.
Void Dancer moving in, using that mobility.
One down.
Getting the first one down. Sneaking in on the next one. Gets the second player down.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful invasion using that Void Dancer. And number 4, it looks like another invasion right now. So as these Primevals are up, you're going to be able to see multiple invasions every few seconds, 20, 30 seconds, I believe. And a beautiful rocket across the map there, hitting that first one. These players are actually getting pressured.
Down.
A double kill now. Let's see if we can get a third one with that rocket. Wow,
And
great pressure.
Every single kill that they get while the Primeval's up, it's going to heal the other, heal the other team's Primeval.
Perfect, perfect shots there.
Runs out, and he popped back.
Wow,
Almost
Team
the quad.
Big lead now. They've got it down all the way down to a third.
Yep. The only way that the other team can win this right now is if they either burn down their Primeval or if they invade and get some kills, because as you said, that heal from getting a kill while invading is pretty huge. It looks like we've actually we've got an invasion somewhere here. It looks like on someone's screen is invading, but oh, maybe they popped out. Couple supers here. Gamer number 3 has got a super and is now invading. We're going to see if there's some action here with this big super. It looks like the Void Dancer.
Here we go. Primeval's about to go down.
Oh,
Oh, team win.
wow.
Living up to their name. Round 1.
Beautiful game. So
Well
this
done.
is a multi-round game. You're not going to lose just for winning or losing that first round. Get some cheers going on in here. Everyone's excited.
Back in and look at your team, look at your enemies over across the way. Do
Not
a couple of
trash
emotes.
talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Enjoy some ramen. Maybe you know, shoot some little neon bottles with a pistol. What's your favorite trash talk emote? You're a salt man, aren't you?
Yeah, I do like the
You
song.
would be, Cosmo. You would be, wouldn't you?
I like
We've
that.
seen it in the TWAB, all right? We've seen it.
I like that you can kind of regroup though in that room and change your strategy, change up your weapons. It gives you that free moment before.
It's an opportunity to yell at your teammate for making mistakes. You know, oh, why'd you pop your super? You're so stupid. You shouldn't have pushed in like that. Wow, dude, are you throwing? That kind of thing.
Gathalion's just screaming back there.
You can
What
hear
is
him
going
yelling.
on?
He's yelling a lot. We don't know about what specifically, but he's yelling. A little shotgun. So with Gambit and the build they're playing on right now, you're going to see some Destiny 1 style setups. Pulse rifle shotgun with a rocket to follow up in the heavy. There's a lot of variety of play that you're not seeing in Destiny 2 right now on the live side, because this is coming in September.
Yeah. So when Forsaken comes out, Gambit's going to be coming with it, and we're, as you said, changing up the weapon slots, moving things around.
All I ask is don't put in a weapon like Icebreaker that screws up the special ammo, okay?
All right, I'll let him know.
Thank you, thank you.
That is an official request.
Official request. You heard it here, folks.
Now, if you look on the screen right now, they're going to throw a bunch of motes here into the bank, and they've just got 24 motes. So if you coordinate this, you can really shoot things up, throw a bunch of different blockers at the enemy team, and cause drama for the other side.
Multiple waves at the same time could be good and bad. You could also imagine if they push through, let's say, multiple mediums simultaneously, and a nice sucker dropped a bow right on all of them as they spawn, they could go down very quickly and it could get countered without much effort. So I think pacing, timing, and really deciding how much you want to deposit simultaneously goes a really, really long way.
Yeah, that was actually a great defense from Team Win. We had, it looks like Teawrex was invading there, and he got shut down pretty much immediately after jumping in to the invasion portal. We've got another invasion, unfortunately taken out once again. Both invasions failing right now. They're not doing too much. They're going in the portal, but they're not able to slay. Maybe if they were as good as, well, me, they could get some kills, but unfortunately, we have people like Gothalion out there.
That's too bad. You hate to see
Yeah, I hate to see that one, don't you?
That's too bad.
No, these are some great players, great community members. We've even got some Bungie people here. And we got a couple more motes going in for Team Win. They are now closing the gap on that Primeval. They have a bit of a lead, but a lot of these players are already carrying motes. This could tie up in a matter of seconds, really. And right away, we're going to start seeing a couple more invades as those portals open up once again.
Here, knock the blocker out, start to make some deposits, and let's get a little crazy and push for an invasion, yeah? You can see at the top, they're coming up on the second invasion on literally both sides almost the same time. See, there we got one going down. Who's it going to be?
Who? What number, sorry?
Trying to see who the next invasion is going to be.
Oh,
literally just opened.
We got a Void Dancer invading right now. I can't figure out who it is. Is it number 7?
It's one.
It was number 1.
Yep,
Okay, so
there
number
you
1.
go.
There we go. Sorry guys,
Hey.
it's hard to see from here. Unfortunately, we missed a lot of the action there.
Imagine there was a lot of slashing and some sad feelings on the opponent's team.
Can imagine. This is a really close game, though. They're like within a few points of each other. Those Primevals are going to be going out pretty much at the same time, and as those Primevals are spawned, as we said before, the portals are going to continually open. They're going to be able to jump in there, continue to invade, hopefully get some kills, and kind of heal up the enemy's Primeval, making it harder for them to kill their own. You win by killing your Primeval, and kind of the only way to stall the enemy team is by slaying them, or you have to out DPS them.
You see the first Primeval coming up. You got the health bar, the yellow one at the top right. An opportunity for them to just take an early lead. They can keep dunking the opponent's team can keep dunking moats, try and push through some more blockers, get a little bit more in the mix, right? Some more targets and make things a little more difficult.
We're going to have a couple more moats going down. This is most likely, there we go, we've got the Primeval activated. We have it looks like an invasion going on. Oh no, he didn't go through he didn't go through the portal. It seems like they're saving it, maybe waiting until the Primeval has taken some damage.
Oh no, 4 is on invasion right now.
4 went in there, missed the rocket.
Taken out. I jinxed him.
No, it's okay.
Way to go, Cosmo.
Sorry.
Thanks a lot.
Sorry.
It's that caster luck, the caster curse.
Even I'm offended.
Both Primevals still got a lot of health.
It's an extremely close game. There's only one quarter of a health bar down, but it does look like Team Win is in the lead currently. Or actually, no, they
Spawn
yeah, they are.
Never recommended. If you played World of Warcraft, you know to avoid the fire pretty much constantly. Wouldn't do that. Pro tip: don't stand in the things that hurt you. You're welcome. Very low health there on the Primeval. Looks like one's about down.
Oh,
And there
gets
it is.
murdered. There.
There it is.
Perfect.
Big round of applause, please.
Looks like we're going to go to a final round.
Puts it at 1-1. This decides, their entire careers are riding on this. You realize that, Cosmo. Every player on both teams training literally minutes before this. Mostly mentally, they didn't actually have access to play. There's a lot of pressure on everybody because they are expected to perform at the top of their ability. You've seen their Twitch chats. Every time they make a mistake, they're called out instantly because they are the best players in the world.
You don't want to lose a Gambit match before the Gambit even comes out.
Everything I just said is extremely serious.
So we're jumping in here, and this is the tiebreaker, right, Cosmo?
This is the tiebreaker.
This is it. This is the final one. Whoever wins, this is going to win game 1 and go on to the finals. So
I want to make sure we got the teams right. Game 1 on the left.
I think so. Yeah, it's Team Win on the left. I think it's hard to say because we don't have
Team Win is on the right.
But is it right there?
Yeah, it's like I don't know how it syncs up with this.
Yeah, so
You know, Cosmo, at the end of the day, I have absolutely no idea. That's why we're here.
We're just going to cast things, and when we see people dying, we're going to watch it and try our best.
For those at home, if you're watching this right now, you have an opportunity to get us more information by donating to St. Jude. If you're in the stream watching on Twitch, click the button. There's a lot of links in chat. I know a couple of the moderators absolutely must be spamming it right now. Click it, do it, trust me.
So, again, you're seeing some of these taken enemies coming in. These are essentially blockers that are spawned from the enemy team putting in some of the moats into the bank. You can see on the footage there, someone's putting them in, and we're going to catch an invade right as it happens. Has those rockets out, and also a super if needed, and it looks like a Striker Titan.
Here we go. Put some potential shenanigans. You see the little red markers tracking the enemies, making some moves, ducking, dodging, diving, weaving, moving in. You see he's going for a flank. Trying to shoot around the left side, catch them off guard when they're not looking, and rocket comes out.
Misses the rocket though,
Wow.
unfortunately. But
Go
using the
ahead and drop
super
slam. Here we
in
go.
the building on nobody.
Big
Hopefully
choke.
able to get another kill here. Gets that rocket off, is able to get the kill.
There we go.
And I believe that player had a couple of moats on their body, so
pop
that's
out
able
like
to
a
shut them
pinata
down.
at the end there,
Yeah,
yeah.
a little bit of pinata action. It's imperative that when you invade that you pick those high-value targets that have as many moats as possible to shut down the enemy team.
Invade potential to be other side now. Looks like they just opened, I believe, their second gate. Maybe depending on which team you're looking at there, we'll have to see here once we get a line of sight on the door, the portal through, and see who has a chance here. Here we go. There's 2 down, 3 down. Show me the quad.
That is some beautiful pulse rifle action.
13 seconds left.
Oh.
No, got him, dude. Look at the feed.
Oh, he did?
That's a quad feed, boys.
There it is.
Yeah, you're only able to get 4 kills, and then
it
it's gonna,
pulls you out.
pull you out.
It was so quick.
Yeah. It's just dominance. And
already have
that's
a
a primeval.
This is a big shift in the last 2 games. They were super close previously, and this is Primeval's already out on one side, and the other team has only invaded 1 time. Now that doesn't mean they're out yet. They have an opportunity to push a bunch of blockers through, get a good pace. That second invasion can really mean a lot, especially if they go through the super, maybe some heavy ammo, drop some rockets on them, and just mix things up. They can get in there and make a change. They can still win. It's not over yet.
It looks like they have enough for the second.
Yeah,
close.
they should have some sort up. And as we said before, if they get some kills, that's going to re-heal the Primeval. The Primeval is almost at full HP, so they may want to hold out on the invade because you want to make sure that at the end of the game, you're getting kills when the Primeval is actually damaged, so you can take advantage of that heal, because you can really stall a game.
And they're catching up. I mean, they're at 58. They only need a couple more, 15 more, and then they're going to be, with their Primeval out, could equalize this very quickly.
Now,
Try and get some DPS out there.
You potentially have played with Robbie Stevens, Gambit designer, in the past, yes? Is he any good at this?
He's pretty good.
You heard her here, folks. Cosmo saying he's absolutely trash, so we'll have to just see if that's true or not.
I mean, he's better than Impact.
Wow, you guys are missing out on this. There's some massive DPS going out on the Primeval. They've got shotgun rockets doing that damage. They burnt them down in seconds here.
And that's the game.
Wow.
Very quick DPS in there. It looks like it went from 2/3 to dead, like in what was 10 seconds potentially.
While you guys were reminiscing.
I had to go in on Robbie Stevens. My apologies, Robbie. Robbie,
and it looks like Team Gambit's here was the winners.
I think so.
They're the ones celebrating.
They're the ones celebrating? They're the ones. So that is Mr. Fruit, Teawrex, Robbie Stevens, and Miss 5,000 Watts taking the win there in Game 1.
Turns out Dado did not do the math correctly on the amount of DPS to win that game. For those curious what was just passed, it's a guide for anybody that's watching on Twitch. We can only see it says Gamer 1, Gamer 2, Gamer 3. We're trying to figure out who is who kind of on the fly. So if there's any like miscommunication about which POV you're watching, that kind of thing, I apologize.
We're gonna try better.
But just shift all blame towards Bungie. Thank you.
Try more harder. Yes.
Try more harder.
Yeah, we'll be better about that. Right now, we're going to be jumping on with PopeBear. He's got that bow equipped. I want to see it in action, and he instantly changes it.
Wow, really excited to see some bow gameplay. There you go, 3 seconds. Enjoy.
I think someone else has the bow. We're going to jump on with that is Rick, KackisHD. He's got the bow. I swear, if you switch that weapon, do not switch.
We'll ban
Come on, are you
You're
kidding
banned
me,
if you
man?
switch off of that. Okay, there we go. That's what I'm talking about.
There it is.
Yeah.
Let's get the bow in action.
Now, hopefully he knows how to aim that thing because it can be pretty deadly in a good player's hands.
All you have to do, Mike, is click on their head.
We're gonna have to test it out. So, Cosmo, I'm not sure if you know, but are the spawns on these maps for the enemies static? Is it always the same, or is it gonna vary up?
That's a good question for Robbie. I think they're going to vary up, but yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
You're going to have to change up your tactics every time.
Well, either way, he's using exotic right now, so it's going to be the same every single time. The base of the exotic.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah, absolutely, exactly, 100%. So that bow, it looks like a pretty strong weapon. It's an exotic weapon, and it seems like it shoots out multiple projectiles when he's using it. Landing those crits, he's able to hit some pretty good damage on these enemies. Wow.
Doing work right now.
Yeah, I like it. Able to mow down those enemies.
He's got 7 motes, 3 more to get the medium blocker.
It seems that a lot of these guys are just throwing in a few into the bank here and there. They're not really saving up as much as when I was playing. I would typically go for that big 15, but we saw it earlier. Someone lost 14 motes.
Exactly.
Kind of crippled their team.
In your opinion, the strategy, beginning of the game, do you stack all the motes on one player to hope for an early like 15 mote deposit? Do you do a bunch of 5s? Do you mix it up with 10s? How do you play it, Mike?
You know, the tough thing is, oh God, we got an invade. Let's just check out this invade first, and then we'll talk strategy. We've got a sniper rifle out. Lands that
no.
first shot.
Two
Lands
out.
a second.
And the emote.
The emote, the BM in the middle.
Beautiful.
Going for the 3-piece.
Beautiful play.
The sniper back out.
These guys are spawning in, and he's murdering them as fast as they spawn in.
Did he get the?
He
He
did.
got the rocket
We
killer.
got
right
the
there,
rocket.
too.
A beautiful,
Unbelievable.
beautiful play. They were all sitting around that bank trying to throw in their moats and just dying and losing them.
Baited
Beautiful
and
play.
outsmarted.
I think that was actually KackisHD there with the beautiful play, and it is quite a close game still, regardless. Well, actually, my God, they just threw in a bunch of. It's now 40.
It's 48-19.
Yeah, wow. Never mind.
Very early push. This is pretty lopsided so far, but like I said before, you can see a shift in gameplay. Just farm up the moats, get a really good base, and just everybody dunk it at the same time. We're going to see a super coming out, trying to get a bunch of moats, go for the revive potentially, but missed at the last second.
Did you
not
see
a
that?
super.
What was that?
It's not a super. That's the new Titan. It takes the place of a shoulder charge. You jump through and you do it like the slam.
Wow,
Yeah.
that looks really powerful.
It's fun.
AOE damage.
So why does Bungie love Titans so much?
I get the question a lot, and I also get the question, why does Bungie love Hunters so much?
Why does Bungie love Warlocks so much? A little up-close sniping using that thing like a DMR.
Burn that shield down.
There you go, and switch it up. Just pick up the moats and start building up a little buffer there.
So there's going to be, right as he was going to throw the moats in the bank there, a blocker popped up from the enemy team. That can really slow you down from making any progress.
It looks like Team Glimmer Giveaway has enough to get the
We have an
prime
invasion
eagle.
in there right now, taking one out. We got
Someone's
There we
invading.
go, the switch over.
It's actually
And there it
SheSnaps
is, it's out.
has the rockets going, trying to get those kills in the invade, but taken out, unfortunately.
A little bit. The absolute disrespect. Unbelievable.
Couple players getting very close to their super. Hopefully we're going to get to see those live.
That prime evil's still almost full.
Yep, we've got an invade right now. Has that? Is that a scout rifle? Brand new scout rifle, as well as a striker super. Let's see this thing in action. Flying up into the air, pops the super, guiding in. Yeah, baby. A beautiful kill there.
You got the, okay, and he's wiped out. Was that PopeBear?
Who is that right now? I don't even remember which one I clicked.
You're on one,
Oh,
right?
number
Yeah.
one. It is PopeBear. Classic PopeBear dying after one kill.
You notice he immediately Teawrex arm just swinging in the air like nothing.
He got
man.
the grenade off.
It was all intimidation. It was their mind games.
So we have a Prime Evil out for the one team, but the other team, unfortunately, doesn't have their Prime Evil out, doesn't have enough moats in, but they're only 5 away.
Very close.
Very, very close to having it. But that Prime Evil is pretty healthy right now. No major damage on it, only about 20-25% on it. A single kill would heal it up to full after an invade. They're going to throw those moats in right now, and it is now the Prime Evil spawning.
They got a long way to go.
Yeah, it is 50% HP, and a super just went out. This is actually one of the new supers. It's the Dawnblade super. It's an AoE healing damage rift. It's very interesting. You throw that sword into the ground.
Oh, that prime evil's super low. They got to get an invade to heal it, or it's
An
going to be
invasion
over.
there, you see, I believe that just got a triple. That's a quad feed.
Where's
that
that
is
at?
a quad.
And I missed it.
It's
I
okay. The combat feed saw it, Mike. It's okay.
They're able to see a couple point of views over there that I'm unfortunately missing. It's a little bit hard to see from this distance, but we've got another invade
That's
going
it.
on.
Prime.
Number one.
That's it.
Oh,
Prime
it's done.
Evil's down.
Right as
Prime
the invade
Evil's
happened.
down.
Wow. Unfortunately,
Team Glimmer Giveaway taking round 1.
yeah, beautiful plays by them. They just couldn't really keep up. Couldn't keep up to that damage. They got that Prime Evil out quite late. They were very far behind. The Prime Evil was out for probably a minute, and by the time they got theirs out, the other one was at 50%.
Looks like whoever number 7 is just threw down their Warlock super in the trash talk area. It looked like it proved extremely useful. Well done.
Now that's interesting that the super carries over. So even if you have a bad first round, you can use that momentum swing hopefully into the next round, but you might also just lose the second round as quickly as it started because that momentum is going to stick with the other team as well. I didn't know that supers carried over from round to round, and that really changes things up.
Yeah. Especially when you decide to use it during the intermission, just to like show the other team that you're disrespecting them.
That's asserting
Absolute
dominance. That's
disrespect.
dominance right there. So of the new supers we've seen today, what would you guys say your favorites are?
I'm a big fan of that the Superman slam, especially the one that we just barely missed. I don't know if the POV that we had included the dive happening and the triple kill, which was wonderful. It can really throw you off because that thing comes out of nowhere, man. The distance you can travel is incredible.
Yeah, you can set up some really sweet plays where you start off really far away, no one sees you coming, and then all of a sudden they look up and you're coming right down.
It's the Thunder Crash. It's beautiful because you can actually guide that super. The Void Dancer, I don't know the specific name for it, but that one's been very effective so far as well. Multiple times after an invade, they've been getting a handful of kills with it.
And don't sleep on the Warlock if you're a support player. It's a great thing to throw down. You know, everybody's got extra damage, extra healing. But the wrinkle is there, if you're the other team on PvP, you can shoot the sword and take it out, and it kills the whole super.
Wow, interesting.
I would almost guarantee that the other team right now from last round did not know that, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, based on what I saw.
Wow, and we just saw a cascade of moats going through. It looks like someone is invading right now. Can't tell where they are, but you can see on the screen someone's invading, trying to do some damage to him. We've got PopeBear laying into the invader. Number 5?
Yeah, it's TrueVangaurd. It is.
Chasing around using rockets.
Oh, he's getting burned down now.
Oh, doesn't get that attack off.
I did it.
Some squatting. It looks like he was doing a little bit of a workout there. I'm not exactly sure what that was about. I guess we'll have to ask the players after the game.
We've got another invade, though, because we missed the last one. Rockets out as well as that Void Dancer pops it in midair, gets a little bit of invisible, making some movement, slicing and dicing, trying to take out these players. They're floating in the air.
Warlock's obviously hacking, floating away.
Pulls out the rocket.
The 360 rocket shot doesn't land it. Does not land. You hate to see that. Invasions don't always go your way, though. I mean, that kind of thing can happen from time to time, and it doesn't feel good, but maybe a learning opportunity, you know, an experience you build off of.
Close game here, 64-46. Favor of a Glimmer Giveaway. They're ahead 1 round, so if they can close this out, then this will be the end of this match.
This is going to be a fast one. I'm hoping that there's a bit of a comeback.
Oh, there's the super on 5.
He's chasing him. Number 5. Misses the super, unfortunately. Still in there invading. Has a couple more
2
seconds.
Misses the rocket. Rocket gets teleported out. That's a couple invasions in a row that have resulted in not a huge swing, but it doesn't mean the game's over.
Throwing down that Warlock super.
It's a great decision here. They're going to use that to burn some of these blockers. Yep. And that lasts for quite a long time. If someone's invading, can you guys see where that's at?
Potentially number 8. Or their
Yep, it was number 8. A little bit hard to see. Unfortunately, the screen changes actually for both points of view. So you see the change for the people that are defending and the invader, and you kind of have to guess at this distance that we see it.
Plus,
apologize for
the sun is in our eyes.
The sun is in our eyes. It's not our fault.
We're clearly outside.
We're trying our best, but we've got another invade. We didn't miss this one. Feels good. Let's see what we've got. No super involved, but has it looks like an auto rifle, a scout rifle.
You've got a primeval that's already a quarter dead. So something's got to shift.
There it is, burned down though. There's one kill with the AR.
Show me 2. Show me 2.
Over by their portal.
Yep, chasing him down, doing some damage.
Rocketed from behind.
Wow.
Did you get the kill?
2 for 1's not bad. 2 for 1's not bad.
And you can see there, the primeval healed up after that kill. It's back to full, and it is extremely close right now. They've got pretty much matching HP bars. Now this is
that portal's open. 5's going through.
Number 5 is going through for the invade. This is another big moment. Every kill
Vanguard
is going to heal them. Sniper out, hoping to get that shot. Lands it.
The body shot.
The body shot.
1 HP left. There's 1 down. 2 down.
2 down.
This is a huge swinging moment if he's able to get the next one. Look at the health bar going back on the primeval. This is a huge play from TrueVangaurd, able to heal up
7
seconds.
He still can close out one of these on a spawn. He could get the 4th kill.
There it is. Perfect timing. And look at the health bar of the other primeval getting melted down. Taken out. Now that was a clutch play if I've ever seen one. Glimmer Giveaway getting the win there. Unbelievable. That invade was clutch. Very clutch.
Yeah, TrueVangaurd coming up at the end.
Is there who's the Gambit designer, so he better know what he's doing. I'm telling you, he better know what he's doing.
Or feed them misinformation. Just be like a mole from the inside, just ruin everything.
There we go. Is he going to go with the bow, or is he going to stick with the other weapon?
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, he's trolling us now. Come on, Fruit.
He's switching back. Oh, there we go. Oh.
You know, it looks like he wants to win. That's a beautiful trophy back there.
Is he going to do it again? You tease? What are you doing?
How many times can he bait us? Oh, God. Got some other weapon swaps over here. Everyone's swapping weapons. This is serious. They're all trying to decide, what do we do?
My vote, every single player puts the exotic bow on right now and shows us who actually is like this.
That's
right?
what I'm hoping. Give me
Get
the
it
bow.
out,
Give me
Get
the
it out,
bow.
y'all.
All right, got the team set up here. Got Gambit, the Gambiters on top, and Glimmer Giveaway on the bottom.
Yep. So the start of this game is going to be pretty standard for everyone. It's just about killing these enemies as efficiently as possible, but there are some tactics you can change up. As Lupo was saying earlier, you could throw all the motes on one player, so he can throw a big blocker in, or you spread them out 5 each and kind of stagger those blockers that you're sending to the other team. You can see here, a couple motes just went in for
Small blocker, that was 5.
yeah, that's like Robbie Stevens throwing in a couple small blockers. He's got that inside info. And there's a bunch of Fallen here spawning on the beach for both teams.
Well, there you go, Lupo. One of the Gambit designers doing the small blocker 5.
Just trickling them in, man.
Trickle them in.
Little bits at a time. I think the idea there, you put up enough small blockers in and slow the pace of the other team depositing until you can get somebody just bulked up with a bunch of motes, put an ogre through, and start making some plays.
Pretty close game so far. The mote count is similar, but as we've seen, it can swing wildly. If you look at that gray bar, that is an approximation of how many motes your team has and could deposit. So if the red team, and there we go, red team is able to deposit some and take the lead. This is going to go back and forth, but as the invasions start, it's going to get pretty crazy, because as those invasions start happening and people start getting kills. Oh, is someone invading right now?
Potentially number 5, it appears, maybe?
Yep, it is number 5. Taken out instantly.
There was one elimination, so a 1-to-1 trade there. Not the best, but it's a good start. You see some improvement there in the future.
Still a close match. 35, 30, 40, again, 35, 45.
So there's a portal for each person that would be open right now at this point. Don't see any invades going on just yet. As soon as someone hits 50, there's going to be another one.
They're waiting.
Going in.
There we go. 5's going in.
There we go. That's TrueVangaurd going in with the sniper once again. We saw him last time, pretty dominant, clutching out the last round. Lands that first body shot, it looks like. Trying to get another angle. These players are a little scared of him. Yep, they're prepared and they're ready to go. He has a bit of a shield.
Oh, that's
unable to take him out.
If you get seen early, then they can team up and 3 or 4v1 you.
Right? Even though you have a bit of an extra shield and a little bit of that stealth, as soon as you give it away, focus fire is going to melt you no matter what you do. Not too many supers available. Pretty much everyone has blown their supers. We're going to jump on with Dylan here from Bungie, but there's another invader. Let's see if we can see a bit of a counter usage of this super, shutting down the invader. Uses it, pops that thunder crash right on the invader.
Out of my arena.
That was perfect. That was exactly what you want to see there. That just shuts down one player on the invading team, but it gives his team the opportunity to bank safely instead of dying to that invader. So it's a huge play there, getting that kill.
A lot of blockers up.
Yep, there's another portal alive. Looks like an invasion from Mr. Fruit making his way in. He has a super as well. That thunder crash we've seen is extremely effective. Looks like he's throwing some grenades, getting some pulse shots.
There it is, he's flying.
Flying in. He's gonna be this man's kryptonite. He did still knock one out right there at the last second, and both primevals are up, so this is looking to potentially be a very close game. We're gonna need an invasion.
5's going in right now.
An invasion swing can cause
TrueVangaurd going to another try.
Now, every few seconds, every 20, 30 seconds, they're going to get another invade, so you're going to see a lot of these at the end, but both teams do need to focus on kills. A beautiful kill from TrueVangaurd with that pulse rifle, the sniper out, the body shot.
Oh, the counter snipe!
You noticed,
counter snipe!
It looked like he expected to get the headshot there, unscoped, and kept on moving and realized the target didn't go down.
Right.
maybe over-anticipated. So, which means one team is already halfway through their Primeval.
Glimmer Giveaway in the lead right now in round 1.
Both teams trying to burn down their Primevals right now. Got some good damage. They have some portals.
Invasion could stop this. Looks like they're
They're
trying to
close.
push through and make a play here.
He needs to get a couple of
20%.
kills. He has to get some kills here. Get those heals for that Primeval.
Rockets locked on.
Doesn't end up hitting him though. Can he get the next one?
That
Lands
is,
the
got the
rockets. Gets the heal and puts some extra HP on that Primeval for the enemy team. But my goodness.
Yeah, it looks like it's 33%, 66%, so it's close.
Yeah. One kill can swing this. A DPS phase can swing it. We've got some damage going
That's
out.
real close now.
Yeah. The damage is going out. Oh my
Yeah,
God! Look at it,
wearing
melting
it
it.
down.
It's so close.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's meters. We don't even know who won this yet.
Gambit, the Gambiteers with the comeback.
Was it Gambiteers? That HP bar
Literally
was
down to
a
the last
sliver.
second. It was a sliver.
A sliver.
It was absolutely
They had
nothing.
it down to like 0.5%, and then the
Wow.
Gambiteers just go.
I can't even believe that.
It's exciting round 1 in this finals.
Unbelievable.
Now that's the way to start it. This is a close game. You guys saw that anything can happen here with those invasions, with the DPS. I mean, if you go throw down that new Dawnblade super and everyone focuses on damage, you can really bring the health bar down quickly.
All right, starting up round 2 here. Everyone get into their first run into the enemies.
We're going to run on with Miss 5,000 watts. She's been very consistent, has her super up, hoping to see some big plays out of her. That Void Dancer, so sneaky with these invades. When you combo the stealth abilities of that Hunter, as well as being off the radar, moving in with the enemies, it's a lethal combo.
I'm interested to see if there's like a play style shift in an attempt to counter those sort of close games, maybe holding on to invasions and timing them just right in case there's a Primeval versus Primeval moment. You know, trying to and any sort of timing, any advantage you can get just during a push, so that you know when your opponent's distracted, it's going to be important. It all depends on how they decide to play this out.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're really confident with your Slayers as invaders, you can save your supers. We're going to wait until I have all our supers for the Primeval.
Or do you spend them early to try and counter, big pushes, big blockers coming through the
A lot of
ogres,
depth,
stuff
a
like
lot of
that.
wrinkles. And what's the score here? We got 38-19.
Yep. There's a lot of potential ones on that red team. They have a lot that they haven't banked yet, so they need to be careful that they don't get invaded and lose a bunch of those. It's a risky situation when you're carrying around 10, 15 moats and lose it because there's nothing you can do about it. They're gone. Your team can't recover them, and that can set you back a whole bunch. We've seen situations where the Primeval's up and the other team has like 20 points. So we've got an invasion from number 5, TrueVangaurd, once again, one of the best slayers on this team, Glimmer Giveaway.
TV's
Trying
just
to
looking
win.
to try to line up
Oh,
shot.
Good
another
night.
counter snipe.
Good night.
Who is this unknown sniper taking him out 2 times now? Beautiful, beautiful counter snipe, taking out that invader. That's a big play.
F's in chat to pay respects to TV's face. You hate to see that.
And we've got Mr. Fruit going in. He does have his super. Maybe we can get another Thunder Crash going. He also has some heavy. He's going to try to lay down some damage. Hopefully shut down some moats for the enemy team. Getting some fire from the left side. Pops
There's
that
super flag.
Going
There we
in.
go.
Lands
Drops
it.
one.
And is able to get that first kill. But is taken out by the other defender.
But it looked really cool when you
It looked
did
really
look
cool.
really
Every
good.
kill
Style
with that.
points. Style points 100%.
It's all about the looks. Dr. Lupo would know, basing almost all of his viewer count on his looks.
I'm absolutely terrible at a majority of the things that I play, with the exception of maybe Minesweeper. It's true. It's true.
Minesweeper.
You've seen the stream.
Is
But
there,
you look good playing Minesweeper.
Thank you very much. I
and
appreciate
is there any tactics from Minesweeper that go on to
I'll
work
be
Gambit?
honest with you. I mostly just click on nothing. I just click until something
Gambit's
sticks.
here has their Primeval out. If they can burn it down, that's the end of this.
Yeah. We're gonna watch what they're doing up top here. It looks like there's an invader somewhere. I'm not sure where he is, but there's a threat. They got to be careful. These situations where there's that invader, you always have to have your eyes peeled because it can shut you down for multiple seconds. If you don't have your Primeval up, it's gonna really affect your ability to get those moats banked. And now that Primeval's up, they are constantly under threat. There can be constant evasion every once in a while. Oh, someone just rocketed themselves, it looks like.
Womp, womp,
Yeah,
womp,
that was missed 5,000 watts.
7 just dropped their Warlock super.
All right.
5 is flying through the air, the Invader.
Oh, wow.
Picked up 2. Yeah, it's picked up 2.
Just missed it,
TrueVangaurd. Sorry, TrueVangaurd. We only show it when you get sniped in the face. We don't shoot when you do it good.
Never show the good stuff.
Magic quad
Classic.
feed. Okay, and that's that.
Primeval still pretty healthy. The other team.
Oh, they're burning it down heavy now.
Yeah.
Down to 35%.
Getting the shotguns going. That's the new Dawnblade super, which gives them healing as well as a damage boost. But there's an invasion going on.
Glimmer Giveaway needs to get some healing there. They got their Primeval, but they gotta catch up.
We've got missed 5,000 watts trying to invade right now. Has that Void
Gambiters trying to close it out. They're within 10%. That is it.
There we go.
Wow.
A big round of applause.
Beautiful.
Congratulations, Gambiters. I'm gonna go give them a big trophy. I'll be back.
Okay, sounds good.
Enjoy. Enjoy.
Wow. Handed win. The first one was close, but that
was
one
crazy.
That one was
It was
great.
like a sliver. It was like nothing, man.
Yeah.
Down to the last second. Now, invasions kind of made all the difference, and I think that's part of that's the part of Gambit that I really like is those are really high.